right, chick flick, but how many people go out to the movies for chick flicks?
Right.
Let's be honest. That's a template. Like, I know it's a stereotype I'm saying out there. I don't care. But still, you put that up against that, which one are people going out? How many movies have we had so far in these summer movies? They've all been like action films and
Exactly.
stuff like that. You get out there with a romantic movie out there. There's a one for the special ed audience to get out there, and they're going to flock to that because what else do they have out there right now?
Right. Well, we have almost too many choices right now, I think.
Yeah, true.
I mean, every weekend. I mean, this weekend we have 22 Jump Street. There's something else that's coming out or whatever out too. And then you have Transformers, which I think is going to dominate.
Dinobots.
I think that's going to, I don't want to get into that too much, but that has Mark Wahlberg as a star in it.
Give me
also,
my
as a big
space
star.
gun.
Yeah.
Now's not a good time to piss me off. Hey, honey, give me my space gun real quick.
As your mother.
So, I'm not, I think Pacific Rim, I would rate it in, all right, let's see, we've seen X-Men, I've seen Captain America this year. I think X-Men and Captain America were better, but I still think this was a good Tom Cruise film.
It's still a good one.
But it's not just Tom Cruise film. I think the film in general is a really, really good film. I highly recommend it for everybody. I'm not saying The Fault in Our Stars is a bad movie. It's not a movie per my taste. I have my reasons for it. It's not even that.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a sad movie about cancer. I really don't. And especially right now, this is summer movie season. If they would have released that in... I don't know. I'm really mad at the movie. Actually, I really am because I'm really rooting for Tom Cruise to just until he makes his next Mission Impossible movie next year. I mean, that's when he's going to make his money back and remind us that he is Tom Cruise.
So then I have to ask you this question. Then,
Sure.
Do you think the price of admission to go see this movie is justifiable?
$6?
Yeah, whatever you pay to go see this movie.
I
do you
paid
think
$6.50 this weekend.
Okay,
Sunday morning matinee. After
so
church.
That's not bad.
So seeing the movie or whatever or regular price, do you think it's still that or wait to be?
It's
like
worth
a box?
matineeing, but it's not worth a primetime seat.
Yeah.
No. We know, if you don't already know, I don't like 3D, and unless it was shot in IMAX, then I won't go see it.
Okay.
And that I won't pay that extra money.
Yeah.
I did this because, one, I am cheap, not that I'm proud of it, and because
I'm right there with you, buddy. Don't worry.
and just because it's a quieter time to go to the movie theater. The movie theater was packed when I went. I mean,
Really?
It was even for a Sunday morning. It was full. So I guess I don't know. It just this is just one of those things that really makes me mad. I've been mad about it all week. As a matter of fact, I was just like, if Warner Brothers would have released this at a different time, maybe they didn't know The Fault in Our Stars was going to be released then, or maybe they just didn't project it as much. They projected Edge of Tomorrow to make around what it did. So they obviously knew it was going to be a risky, pardon the pun, risky business. So
I see what you did there.
yeah. Anyway, speaking of Warner Brothers, though, Warner Brothers is also making some more bad news.
Lord.
And this one goes for you guys and for our listeners. Amazon pre-orders for the Lego Movie have been suspended.
Ooh.
Yeah, Amazon is in a current contract dispute with Warner Brothers Home Video over the price of their Blu-rays and DVDs. According to the New York Times, the retailer's refusal to sell the movies is part of its effort to gain leverage in yet another major confrontation with the supplier to become public in the next recent weeks. Amazon has also stopped taking pre-orders for 300 Rise of an Empire, Winter's Tale, and Transcendence. Digital copies will still be sold on Amazon Digital. I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention. The only movie I really care about in there is the Lego Movie. Not that I'm going to go pre-order it. I will buy it off our Amazon page on thebanteringbows.com.
2 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I just figured it was interesting just because why?
Yeah,
these
like
guys
kind of a
got to
dick
get
move.
their ass together. Really,
seriously.
It hurts us, the little folks, the little people.
Because it all comes down to what it really hurts is the consumers who are end up just looking my sleep in terms of corporate. Corporate just wants money, and they're like trying to get their hand up on the market. I mean, for God's sakes, we can talk about like Comcast and Xfinity for that crap. But yeah.
Exactly. Here's something Warner Brothers might want to consider. Also, I'm not trending on a topic with Warner Brothers as I flow through my show notes tonight. Good news, Bradley.
Yes.
Guillermo del Toro is currently working on a script for
Pacific Rim
sequel
2.
to Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now here's the problem with it.
Crap.
I got
You had to have that little
There's
caveat
a couple
in there.
problems with it. All right. So stay with me.
God. Okay. Prequel.
Del Toro, no. Just listen. He stated that he and screenwriter Zach Penn, for those of you who do not know who Zach Penn is, X-Men The Last Stand and The Incredible Hulk he helped write, have been working hard in secret. Del Toro stressed Legendary Pictures has not formally agreed to put the script into production, but him and Penn are working as if it will be made. Quoted, "I don't have the money, but I'm proceeding like it's happening." The script will include Charlie and Rinko from the first movie. I'm going for very new, very crazy ideas on the second one, which are very different from the first one. But you
they're
really
always
get
so wonderful when he does that
but
crap.
you will get really great spectacle. He did say that it's not going to be a prequel. That's what he's not shooting for, I guess.
Okay.
Right now, what this comes down to, and that's why I say but, because like he said, Legendary Pictures
hasn't given a green light.
Yeah.
They haven't green lighted it. They haven't
And
funded it. Yeah.
I think it was actually the guy who runs Legendary who said, yeah, that would be great. We'd love to, it made... Pacific Rim might have not made all the money in the United States, but overseas it made up for its budget and just enough where this would be considered for a green light for a second movie. However, Legendary said that, we're not going to do it just yet. He can keep working on the script, but I'd love to see that movie. So it's like, you snarky little bastard.
So it's we won't say green light until you already made it, and we don't have to really put much into it. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, I think
dick move.
I need to go back and watch this movie, and I think I'll probably like it better the second time around.
You'll notice a little bit more nuances to it.
Yeah.
I mean, there are things, trust me, that I know we can nitpick on it. Like, there's some things that are not, don't
definitely.
feel it. But still, overall,
I'm having a big problem trying to imagine where he could go after the end of this one.
you didn't get them all. There's another planet.
Yeah, exactly. Or there was just only one little,
it's one little platoon. And
a second rift has opened.
Yeah,
we need more robots.
Maybe
issue more swords, overpowered swords.
If they could just do the one was it the Japanese or the Chinese one that just
the 3-arm
5 minutes or whatever?
Seriously,
I would rather that.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about the character so much because we know that it's not that kind of a movie.
No, we care.
It's monsters versus kaiju.
It's the same thing when you say a traditional Godzilla film. You don't care about the characters. You care about Godzilla beating the crap out of some monster.
And now that Godzilla is out and everybody knows that it was a more character-driven Godzilla, maybe this might be good for Pacific Rim to differentiate the two.
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, new trailer came out this week, visiting friends of ours from 20 years ago. Any guesses what it could be?
Turtles.
No.
Damn it.
No. Power Rangers.
No, pretty damn close, though.
Ooh.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Oh, it's right.
Yes.
It did come out. I'm sorry.
Did you guys You guys didn't catch the trailer?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I
What'd
didn't
you
yet.
think,
I'm
James?
sorry.
I'm camping out already for that. Oh my god.
Nice.
Hysterical.
So, Bradley, I talked about this trailer a couple months ago. Just to summarize it, we see Harry visiting Lloyd in a mental hospital, and pretty much Lloyd was faking it and just said it was a prank, and then he breaks him out of the mental hospital, and then you go into the real story where Harry finds out that he has a daughter, and Lloyd still isn't
smoking hot.
Yeah, and Lloyd still isn't over the whole Mary Swanson thing or whatever, because I guess that never worked out. And Lloyd becomes attracted to the daughter because she really resembles Mary Swanson. So Jeff Daniels came out and said, we're going to do things in Dumb and Dumber 2 to make the original toilet scene look lame, pales in comparison. I can't divulge what the new scenes are, but they've just topped it. Now, everybody is saying, look at the track record for the Farrelly Brothers. Now, my favorite Farrelly Brothers movies will be Dumb and Dumber, There's Something About Mary, and Me, Myself, and Irene. But think about how long ago... Oh, Kingpin.
Wow, that's
a really
one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah. Now, you look at the Farrelly Brothers from the last couple ones. You have Hall Pass, The Three Stooges.
Game Genie.
I was like, I don't think that was
I don't think that was the title.
No, that's me being tired tonight. Yeah, you have those kind of movies, and it just they weren't Farrelly Brothers movies, or they're just not. I don't know. Everybody's worried that the Farrelly Brothers aren't going to be able to produce what they did, and everybody's saying that this trailer at the first half was good, the second half was too much yuck kind of like out there, too much out there kind of jokes. James, what are your thoughts on that? To me, it reminded me just like it's like they picked off where they left off.
I don't know, man. After that scene with the old lady and under the blanket. No.
So Lloyd is
done.
For some reason trying to help this old lady in a nursing home and reaches under the covers and just like she's like, oh, higher, or something like that, and then he can't get his hand out of there because she won't let him or whatever. Then when he pulls his hand out there, he blows dust like that. She's like, you can scratch that off your bucket list. Yeah, it's little things like that, and I have no problem with that. That's what like they said with the toilet scene. That's just kind of it was a classic. There was just so many classic moments in there.
I hope you're not using the toilet. It's broken.
Pretty bird. You sold my dead parakeet to the blind kid? Harry, I took care of it.
His head fell off.
Yeah.
You drinking some of Grandpa's medicine?
Get the hell out of here.
Pull over. No, it's a cardigan, but thank you for asking.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Comes out in November. I think all three of us will be there. I wouldn't, it would. No matter what, we still have the original to go back to.
True.
So no one can ever take that away from us, okay?
Footlong, who ordered the footlong?
The Mud Cuts. Yes, the Mud Cuts is going to be back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in like the poster now. It shows the doll.
They're taking that car on a tour around the U.S.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. As I wrap this up here, Ant-Man finally has a director.
Took him long enough.
No kidding. Marvel announced this past Saturday that director Peyton Reed will helm Ant-Man. You guys will recognize the name from The Breakup, Yes Man, and Bring It On. Yeah.
This guy's directing that movie?
Yeah. Now, the only good thing about this to come out of this is Adam McKay, who directed Anchorman, and I think he wrote it as well. He's going to have a hand in the script, kind of like fixing it up, so to speak, or whatever. So now that we know that Ant-Man's going to be more comedy-based or whatever, and...
For an alcoholic character, sure.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about this, guys. I mean...
Where can you go with this?
We've said it before, and I'll say it again. Scrap the goddamn movie and move on.
Yeah, I was reading on Simon Pegg's Twitter feed that he actually had a chance to sit down with Edgar Wright and read the script that he had penned.
Yeah.
He said huge loss for the fans.
Yeah.
Said it was unbelievable work.
I think that goes into the whole Marvel thing, and maybe we'll be due up eventually for Marvel analysis. I won't call it bashing. But I will.
Brad and I will be Switzerland in the whole piece. You'll be Germany.
Yeah. I think Marvel... I don't want to even get into Marvel right now. I want to get into a few other things real quick. Sigourney Weaver is going to be returning somehow, some way for Avatar 2, 3, and 4. While her character did die in the first, she will be playing a different character, as well as...
Reincarnation!
Something like that. Also, the bad guy that was in the original Stephen Lang. This is old news, but he's still going to be returning for another part.
I brought back more Marines. Let's do this shit.
You get soft. You die, but not on Pandora.
Yeah.
Fern Gully.
Oh, Fern Gully, the return home.
Return of that smoke monster.
Oh, God.
I can see it now.
Sigourney Weaver playing one of those shiny, floaty daffodil things on Jake Sully.
With a CGI face on top of it.
Can you please, if you're going to have a smoke monster, can you have Tim Curry be the voice?
Hit me one time.
I love you.
New orders, boys. We're going to Fern Gully.
Anyway, and wrapping it up here, Ghostbusters is celebrating its